Cama-i. For 26 years, people from all walks of life have come to Bethel, Alaska to experience the power of this one-of-a-kind festival. For 3 days each spring, the entire community dedicates itself to dance. Everything from traditional Yupik to hip-hop to Turkish belly dancing. It's a time for culture, music, joy, and healing. One year, Harley's son Don stood up during the Cama-i Dance Festival and spoke about his son's suicide. While the festival had indirectly become a source of healing, Sundown's story opened up a new conversation. Every year since then, Cama-i has added new programs for suicide awareness and prevention. Paul O'Brien runs a Cama-i Place of Memory. O'Brien, who started a suicide prevention and awareness foundation after losing his son Drew to suicide, had the idea to designate a quiet room during Cama-i where those who have committed suicide can be remembered.
Some people come and smile, some come and cry, some just come and look and they sit and they maybe talk with other people that come in there, and so it's just really a place to heal and to remember those many souls that we lost to suicide. My favorite story is about a lady who came in and she stood back from the wall a ways and she looked around and then she spotted a name and she looked at me and she said, "That's my son." And she walked over and she stood right below. She stood close to the wall, maybe 2 feet away, and she looked up at his name. And right at that moment, the paper started to peel away from the corner, and it was like dominoes. As it started to peel, it just more and more paper fell off the wall. And so I had a ladder in there, and I grabbed it, and I ran over and put it next to the wall and climbed up and held my hands up. And by then, the paper had fallen right down over her. And her son's name was, I swear, it was almost right on her forehead. As I pushed the paper up, she just looked up at me and smiled and said he wanted to say hello.
This year, Drew's Foundation brought Winter Bear to Bethel, a play about a young Native Alaskan man's experience with overcoming depression. During the festival itself, the cast and crew of The Winter Bear held workshops that are a little bit different from what one would expect from a suicide prevention project.
Theater games are really fun, but they require you to focus and to concentrate on everyone else who's with you in the circle and play off of them.
Mike B. Ellie is one of the founding members of Bethel Pride, a completely teen-run organization whose main focus is on inspiring young people in the Bethel area to feel good about themselves.
The number one thing to fuel a drive of a bunch of teens coming together is to just have people to be there for you when you need it and to build off of.
Cama-i is a place where people can start a conversation and change the climate that breeds suicide. It's a place of culture and sharing. It's a place to be yourself and to be part of something bigger. It's a place to have hope.
Just never give up, because when you notice that things are getting hard, when things are struggling in your life, that's when you know that you're being challenged to get what you want, to get that much closer to your dream. And if you could get past that, then you could really get past anything.